What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Thursday. We're almost there. So in today's video, I want to talk about Runick Plunder versus Runick Stun. We're going to start with the Plunder version. This is probably one of the better builds I've seen, or probably the best build I've seen here recently, and this is from YCS Raleigh. It is Captain Haddad. He's playing this. I really like it. Before the event, I had already said Runick Plunder was a very good deck, and I sort of got picked on a little bit, and then it ended up finished top 16, but who's really counting? I also said that I was going to pick up some Runick card or some Plunder cards before it hit, and I did. I think this deck is a very viable option, and I think both Runick decks are a very viable option, but we're going to talk about some of these differences. So with this, we have a little bit more combo based. You're going to have more interruption. You're going to go into SP a lot more. You're not really going to end Hugin as much versus like the Runick Stun version. Here you're going to really go into your synchros. You're going to go into Yord. You're going to do some stuff. He was also playing the Dark World card. I picked up a couple of these. This card's actually pretty good. Discard a Fiend, which is your Plunders, and then target 3 cards in either graveyard and banish them, if I'm remembering top of my head. He chose to side 2 of each hand trap, as well as 2 of the crossout and a tactics. And then he sided the Munin. I don't know how I feel about this, but obviously he got top 16. I did not. This deck doesn't really care about its battle phase, because you can still declare battle phase and then ends the battle phase and then evenly. Great, cool. Or you don't even have to use your Runick stuff and you just go straight to evenly. So he played 3 golden, 3 white, 2 blue, 2 black eyes, or 2 of the seagull, and then 1 red. This is weird. Most people are playing 1-3, but again, he finished top. I did not. And then he's playing pretty much the standard Runick lineup. 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1. No droplet though. So that's one of the differences between the Plunder Patrol versus Stun, is the Stun's going to play the droplet because they just want to deck you out and call it a day. Plunder Patrol, they've got a little bit more going on. But this is probably the deck list that I would run if I'm playing the Plunder version. It looks pretty decent. It doesn't look like it breaks a whole lot. I have everything. I do plan on trying this, but we'll just have to wait and see. On this side of things, this isn't even a whole deck, but I just wanted to talk about some of the cards that you're going to be playing in Stun. Baron's obviously gone. We're not playing Beat Cop anymore. We're only on 2 Frecky. I think we're only on 2 Munin. I'm only on 2 Munin. I'm not playing Zeus. Like, this is a very just rough list. I'm not playing the balls. I'm not playing golems. So let's talk about this. I do think Stun is the better version. If you look at the top 32 at Raleigh, 3 Stun made it. Only 1 of the Plunder Patrol made it. But that doesn't mean that it's bad. I've played around with the Stun. It's pretty decent. Skill Drain puts in work. Some of the other cards that they're playing are like Grave of the Super Ancient Organism. If I could spell. I'm personally, if I'm playing this deck, I'm maining it. You're going to main 1 of each of the limited cards. You're playing 3 Skill Drain. I'm probably playing Solemn in the side, like 2 and 2, Dark Brideman Solemns. Cosmics, I'm probably going to play like Soul Absorption in the side. That's sort of a sneaky tech. I really like the card. I think it's pretty decent. And then a 2 of, whatever you really want to play as a 2 of. In the main, you're going to be playing a Watto. I'd probably play 2. That's what everybody seemed to be on if they were playing it. You're going to have a Typhon in your extra because of that. I've seen people playing Dark. I've seen people playing SP. There's lots of options here. Boguska, Dweller, and Asleep. I still play Sleipnir. Not a lot of people do. I think it's a good card. And then the Goose. this card's really good. This card says you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! If I don't have skill train up. Really, these are just some of the things. Oh, I know what my side 2 of is. If I'm playing this deck, I'm siding 2 Synchro Zones. Because if I'm not playing its Tempai, which is going to be a huge deck, Synchro Zone just kills it. Synchro Zone puts in work. You're playing 3 Duality, not 2. You're playing the 1 Demise. You're playing... Every deck I saw was playing 2 Desires. I hate the card, but it is what it is. This card says you can't special. This card says you can't special. That's okay. You really don't care too much, just to be honest, because you can hold all of these cards. Or if you open multiple Runick cards, like if you open Tip, Flashing Fire, Slumber, you have full Runick combo plus draw 3. You can hold these. Like, you can hold the Dualities, you can hold the Demise for the next turn. If you're comparing both lists, obviously this still is not finished, I'm just throwing stuff in there. If you're comparing both lists, I think Runick or Stun, you have more play, you have more wiggle room, you have more cards that just say no. And people like that. People like just being able to say no. I've practiced with a version of this. I've decked a couple people out. It's not bad, just being honest. I think the Plunder would be a little bit more difficult for someone just starting to learn the deck, especially the Runick side of things, because Plunder sort of wants a battle phase, sort of, but you can still control. You just have to be smarter with your resources with Plunder. And me, I'm probably going to change my name to Helmet Guy Games, because evidently all I do is wear helmets, according to my friends. I just flip purple cards and say no. So if you go to YCS Indy and you see somebody wearing a helmet, might be me. But I just really wanted to do a quick video today. Just get a couple things, talk about a couple things. Runick Stun versus Runick Plunder. And if you like the Plunder list, that's great. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's a very competitive deck, very good deck. If you like Stun, I think there's going to be a lot of people looking for it. But in Tempai format, this deck is going to be very good. Like, Destruction on their field spell is low-key busted. Skill Drain during the main phase, if they don't have the field spell, busted. Like, this card says your Synchros can't do anything. Busted. So, the fact that this deck just plays so many different draw cards to get into what you're looking at here is just insane. I am playing 1 Terraforming. I'm playing a 3 of something somewhere, but nevertheless, I appreciate everybody watching. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Keep pushing. We're at a little over 220. I think we're at 220 subscribers right now. Keep pushing. Let's get to that 500. Let's start getting monetized. But I appreciate all the support, and as always, have a great week.